Hi there everybody, it's JB here with episode number 24 of this Burnley FIFA 18 career mode, and for the first time in 3 episodes our feature match is away from Turf Moor. In fact, we have to go all the way to a 4th trip already this season to the south coast, and this time we've got to go to Sussex to face Brighton & Hove Albion at the Amex Stadium. Now remember, a couple of years ago that was the scene of us getting a crucial draw, which it was a controversial game. If you remember, we got a draw and it was a late Michael Keane header. We haven't won at the Amex historically, so this was a big moment for us. If we could get 3 points against Brighton, it will give our unlikely championship credentials a real kick, real shot in the arm. So let's get over to the Amex and find out if we could get our first win over Brighton. Well, here we are down in Sussex as Brighton & Hove Albion take on the Clarets, and Chris Ward, who's the top scorer at the moment for Burnley on 9 goals. He's the 3rd top scorer in the Premier League, and he's looking in very good form at the moment. He's had a good first half of the season and looks in fine fettle as we come up towards the halfway mark of the season. And Pemba is in goal for them. Matthew, Grenier, Godson and Bong are the back four, and then it's Klaus, Proper, Kyle and Solly March, and it's Gross up front. Gross is the number 10, if you like, for Sam Baldock, and that's how Brighton are going to line up their 11 this afternoon. They've got the likes of Glenn Murray amongst the substitutes if they need. Burnley have to make one change in force. Obviously not the goalkeeper. Tom Heaton will take that place. Trippier, Shawcross, me and Taylor come in. So, and then Sherlock comes in, Cork, Defoe and Brady. Aaron Lennon drops out, Chris Ward and Danny Ings up front. So 2 changes there. Taylor into the side because Ward is suspended after that controversial red card. And well, I still can't get over that red card in the last episode, really. It was an awful decision from Andre Mariner. Let's hope today's referee has a lot easier task or a lot easier day. That's Lee Probert from Wiltshire. Let's not have to travel too far. Something like 70 miles or something. And away we go. Burnley in the claret and blue, attacking the goal to our left. Brighton in the blue and white stripes to the right here at the Amex Stadium. Woodpool Burnley gets an early crossing and an easy save there, or an easy punch away, and in the end Brighton get it clear. Brady, lovely running by Robbie Brady, he might go all the way. Still Brady, good effort, good save, and Bong just hooks it into touch, and Brighton again survive. Gross, Sam Baldock, and he tried to play it in. Tries to play in the midfielder through. Here's Danny Ings at the other end. Big chance this for Burnley. Danny Ings for Burnley. 1-0. Soon as he got 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper, the way this man has been in form this last few games, there was never a doubt after half an hour he was going to strike the first blow in this match. Danny Ings with an absolute bullet of a finish. Gets away here from his man, and then just smashes it past the goalkeeper with his trusty right foot. And Danny Ings comes back to the south coast to wreak more havoc, this time on Brighton & Hove Albion. And Burnley take the lead after 30 minutes here at the Amex Stadium. It's his 8th goal of the season. Solly March. It's a good cross by March towards Kyle there, but Heaton having to punch it away this time. Ings gets there ahead of Proper, and Klaus is wrong-footed, and the ball there wrong-footed Klaus, and it's found Brady. Now the 4. Good football this for Burnley. They're looking very, very comfortable here. Still Stephen Defoe gets his shot in, but pulls the shot wide this time. Lovely running by Defoe, but he was confronted by 2 Albion defenders there, Brighton defenders, and in the end he pulled his shot rather hurriedly wide. Baldock. Solly March over on the far side. He's crossed by him, Taylor back. Now Kyle. Solly March. Baldock gets his shot in. Offside given. Did look offside in all fairness. Just having a look at the replay. Yeah, just about half a yard in it, but not much. Taylor just about playing him offside. And yeah, the linesman got it spot on for me. We're now into stoppage time at the end of the first half. Eaton 3 kick goes straight to the other end. In fact, there we are. That's the end of the first half. Well, apart from that one goal from Danny Ings, it's all... Brighton have not really offered much else. Burnley have had a couple of sightings as well, but it's Danny Ings' goal after half an hour that divides these two sides. And at half time at the Amex, it's Brighton and Hove Albion 0. It's Burnley 1. And a welcome back to the Amex Stadium in Brighton, down on the south coast in lovely Sussex, as we get underway in the second half. Brighton attacking the goal to our left in the second half. Burnley attacking the goal to our right, where all their supporters are, all 2,500 of them are. And Shearer finds Ings. Trippier is well spotted by Ings, bombing down the right hand side, and that's a decent cross. The goalkeeper deciding to punch away this time, and he took a chance and got away with it. Here's Baldock now on the break for Brighton and Hove Albion. Now Solly March, now Bong, Kyle, March, Baldock. Gross is in the middle, but here comes Bong, and in towards Gross, and he fires it over. That was the best move that Brighton have fashioned in the match. Lovely move. Solly March and Bong involved, and Gross just couldn't finish the job as Stephen Defoe comes off, and Jeff Emerick will get a 35-minute cameo to see if he can get Burnley over the line. And 3 points that would be so crucial if they could sort of manage that. Solly March to Baldock. Gross. Oh, he's turned well, Gross. Well, Brighton here causing 1 or 2 scares. No, substitution here. Interestingly, Poulsen is going to come on for Brighton. Baldock has worked hard, but just hasn't got the rewards on offer. Proper towards Solly March, but it's well plucked out the air by Tom Heaton. So just had enough flicks on it, and they were able to get it to Trippier. Ings to Enric. Oh, nice ball. Chris Wood's in the clear. Now this could be 2. It is 2. Chris Wood. Burnley doubled their lead. They had a scare early on in the second half, but they've survived it all. And Burnley take a commanding lead here at the Amex Stadium, to the delight of their travelling supporters who have travelled the best part of 600-mile round trip to see this. Lovely ball through, perfectly weighted through ball here by Jeff Enric, and he's perfectly weighted it well. And Chris Wood gets his 10th goal of the season in the league, and that is the coldest personified of the New Zealander. And oh, my alter ego knows it. 10th of the season then, 2-0 to Burnley, and looking in fine fennel.
Substitution.
And Robbie Brady about to leave the stage, and Aaron Lennon will replace him. Here come Brighton now towards Solly March. Oh, he just wouldn't go in, and it's almost kicked virtually off the line, off the near post. Not Brighton's day, but Klaus has kept it going. Beaten one challenge, plays it in towards Sam Goldson, and it's hooked away this time. Henrik getting the ball forward, and Cork, but Proper intercepts. Gross, Klaus, Gross. Moves it out. Proper. Good ball in there. Gross again. And Solly March denied for the first time, and then signed in the second from Solly March. As Grenier comes on now for the remaining 13 minutes plus time added on, and Dale Stevens will come on to replace Kyle as well.
Substitution for Burnley. Coming off the pitch.
And there's the Jack Cork substitution. Grenier will take his place as Burnley look to see this out and take the 3 points back from Sussex to Lancashire. Good kick that. And Ings might get onto it. He has! Ings has gone away now. This could settle it now. Danny Ings for Burnley. 3-0. Room 1 at its very, very best. Tom Eaton's goal kick flicked on, and Danny Ings got away from the defender. Just had enough pace and enough wits about him here to get away from the defender. Saw him off, and then Curley knocks it under the goalkeeper's body. Away from Dale Stephens, and there's the shot underneath the keeper and in. Burnley have 3 points, going all the way back from Sussex to Lancashire, and they've deserved them. 2 goals for Ings, 3 for Burnley, and it's now his 9th goal of the season. 3-0 Burnley. Well, here we are now towards the business end. Here's Murray. Good ball in. It's Murray for Brighton, and the substitute pulls it back to 3-1. It's no more than consolation, but he'll celebrate it nonetheless. No clean sheet, I'm afraid, for us today, but good goal from Glenn Murray. Flicked on by Poulsen into his path, and then just gets it onto that left foot and inside the near post. Tom Heaton will be a little bit disappointed. He's been beaten at the near post, but still, you've got to give Murray credit. It was a great finish, and Brighton are on the board at least, although they will not be taking 3 points away from this game anytime soon. It's only his 2nd goal of the season, interestingly enough, but if only they'd have brought him on a hell of a lot sooner. I think Chris Hughton would have tried to bring him on a lot sooner if he could have done, but at the end of the day, it's still 3-1 to Burnley. They're looking for a 4th. Stevens cutting that out. Here's Solly March. Stevens, proper. There goes the full-time whistle, and a magnificent performance from Burnley. Terrific away performance. 2 wins from 2. After 2 successive draws, and a very tough test they were going to have, and it's their first ever win at the Amex Stadium. 2 goals for Danny Ings, who gets his 8th and 9th goals. Then Chris Wood in between getting his 10th for the season. Glenn Murray pulling one back with virtually the last kick of the match, but it wasn't going to be enough for Brighton. But it's Burnley who take the spoils and take the points back up to Lancashire. Brighton and Hove Albion 1, Burnley 3. And that win maintains our 6-point gap from Chelsea, and Manchester United are now 9 points behind us in 3rd. Spurs, of course, another 3 points behind in 4th. Then come West Ham, West Brom, Stoke, Arsenal, Man City down there, Leicester down there, Liverpool in 15th there. But Everton and Brighton and Newcastle propping up the bottom 3. Everton especially. I cannot believe they're down there, but there you go. There you go. Anyway, it's a battle of it's a battle between 4th place and 1st place at Turf Moor on Christmas Eve, basically. Pre-Christmas, we take on Spurs in episode 25. Hope you can join us for that. But for me, JB, I hope you've enjoyed episode number 24. Great win against us there. 2 wins out of 2. Let's go into Christmas hopefully with 3 out of 3. But me, JB, take care, and we'll see you soon. Bye.